I'm captain of Adidas Runners KL. I also represent Asia in Adidas Global Diversity Council. I was a banking supervisor in Bank Negara Malaysia for a good 7 years, and then I joined the industry as a credit risk manager in one of the financial institutions in Malaysia. I'm Fatin Nabila Sam, people call me Nabs. I started running leisurely when I was back in my high school years. I started road running when I joined Kaizeran crew back in 2014. So through the years, I've completed a lot of half marathon, a few marathons, and also some duathlon and even an Ironman. My best achievement in terms of running Seoul Marathon PB, that was when I did my best marathon in 3 hours, 35 minutes and 50 seconds. Back in 2019, and then I was also 3 times champion age group of Powerman Championship. It's a duathlon from 2017 to 2019. I guess the best achievement for me personally is my Ironman experience back in 2017 when I finished it within 13 hours, 14 minutes, 50 seconds. Got second Malaysia. So how do I fit running between work and other commitments? Personally, I feel that work-life balance is very important, a well-balanced life. In between studying, working, and spending my time with friends and family, as well as training for competition and things and such, equally important for me. So it's very important to have a structured plan, day-to-day rituals, in that you have things that are fixed. Say for example, work. I need to work from 8 to 5, for example. So that's when other things can be adjusted and adapted along the way. So what I do is, for workout, I work out early in the morning. I wake up at 4 to run at 4:45, and sometimes after work as well as the weekend. Studies as well. At the end of the day, there are things that we need to do, there are things that we like to do, so it's just striking a balance in between to ultimately get to do both things. Personally, I truly believe in Malaysia, at least, there is equality in terms of opportunities as well as platforms that are available for both female and male runners in general. In the perspective of awareness and exposure, there are still a lot to build on in that sense. So the equality is less. Why do I say that? I think mainly because of the culture around, the people's acceptance and perception on women running in general. There's also a problem in terms of female runners tend to be more self-conscious in terms of running in front of their counterparts, the male gender, as well as safety in general. When women running alone, it's well known that it is less safer for them as compared to men running out there. But we're getting there as Malaysians. We can see the running scenes as compared to even 5 years ago. It's so much better now. There are a lot more female runners now. And I think to a certain extent, society plays a role in this, be it the brands, be it the people acceptance in general, be it the government as well, in terms of how they portray women in general. When I say brands, for example, right, there are a lot of activities and platforms out there. Maybe I can go from the perspective of Adidas, since I represent Adidas in one way. Yeah, so we have Adidas Runners communities. We do a lot of activities that want to raise awareness for both female and male. And we even do specific events for female to increase awareness and to show, to empower them to run out there, that it's okay to run. So pre-workout, usually I would take some date, kurma, bread or banana 30 to 45 minutes before a run. Say for example, if I wake up at 4, before I even brush my teeth, I will eat some kurma and then brush my teeth and everything and go for a run. And during the run itself, during the workout itself, I usually just take some isotonic or plain water. Is good because it doesn't contain any sugar, so you just adapt your body to it. Also, if say for example, I want to test power gels, especially coming to a race, I want to test, simulate how I would take power gels during a race, then I will try during the run itself. And then post-workout, usually I'll just take something that is high in protein, like fish or egg. If at Mama, usually have half-boiled eggs and roti bakar kind of thing, so it's really good, easily available as well. I believe in setting goals because ultimately everything starts with a goal in mind. So it can be anything and it's very unique to every individual. Say for example, for me, myself, my goal is to lead a healthy, stress-free life, well-balanced. So that's my goal. But then taking that into consideration, goals can change along phases of life, or maybe it can be a short-term goal, long-term goal. So there's a long-term goal that you want and there's probably a shorter-term goal, maybe 1 week. So these can be adjusted, but essentially these are the main idea that kind of create your rituals at the end of the day, or things that you do in terms of, reaching that goal. That's the most important part to me, goal setting. Second part is probably build a structure of rituals around the goal. That's when how you want to achieve the goal. Okay, you want a balanced, stress-free life. So how do you achieve that? Having some time with family, having some time with your kid if you have kids, and also at the same time you want to be healthy for them. You want to be there at the end of the day for them, right? So you need to include that as part of your life as well. How do you want to be healthy? You walk 30 minutes at the beginning of the day and probably 30 minutes at the end of the day after work from LRT station to your home or just around your home kind of thing. So those rituals, when you conduct them, you do it every day, it becomes like a habit, and that's the most important part, because as it becomes your habit, it comes naturally to you. You do it consistently enough, it comes naturally to you, and it's not work anymore. It's just something that you do every day to achieve your goal. So last year, myself, my co-captain, as well as other ARKL Pacers, other women ARKL Pacers, we did a program for women to empower them in general. So we did a half marathon project. Our aim was for this group of runners, female runners, to get to run 21 kilometers for the women's marathon back in 2020. So what we did was we prepared a training plan. We interviewed a lot of female runners to know what their goals are, and they come from various backgrounds. They first-time runners, beginner runners who want to run the first half marathon, and some of them want to beat their previous PBs. So we prepared a training plan, we prepared a diet plan, we had a one-to-one session, we had a physical engagement, and we monitor them closely and things like that. The frustrating part to a certain extent is probably the part where we didn't get to race at the end of the day because MCO happened and things like that, so we didn't get to race. But I think there's a beautiful part of it as well, in that we can see all these runners, they were being empowered. They gained confidence by that, and they, at the end of the 4 months training, the 12 weeks training, you can see that they were very confident to just run out there. At the end of the day, they know that they can achieve their ultimate goal if they put their mind to it. Yeah, although the race didn't take place, but beautiful things like that happened, and then I was proud of them and proud of our team as well that made that happen. I assert that I've become a more holistic person in terms of, I'm more disciplined in terms of time management, as well as being productive during my spare time as an athlete, as well as, a worker in general. And then I lead a healthy and stress-free life. It's hard for me to fall sick and things like that. I'm pretty much happy and satisfied from that perspective. And ultimately, I think also through the networking, through meeting people, a lot of people from various backgrounds, from various walks of life. I ran with this auntie who is 55 years old at 4:45 a.m. in the morning, and I also ran with a student athlete, and I ran with just generally everybody. So from, through that interaction, the way I think, the way I communicate, the way I bring myself, my life perspective in general, it just matures. So it brings maturity to me as well. Yeah.